Hello, welcome to Courtesy Flush. Today we're going to be having a nice tasty little MRE with my friends. How are you guys doing today?
Hello, we
Hi
are
there.
people.
More gold, Your Majesty.
Hello.
More gold, your man. Oh, wow.
Wow. I didn't change that.
No, I just wanted to
I'm
show
sorry.
some energy.
No, you reminded me that I didn't save it. Now I'm cursed.
Hi to a little obliterator.
It's all right. Well, we're going to have a nice tasty MRE together.
We're
I
going to
think we're gonna
have
fun.
some MREs. We're down to our last.
Yeah, we
last
are.
One.
Well, we actually have some with our MRE expert that I have not received yet because I haven't had a chance to see him in a while. And he has a couple more MREs up there, I think, as well as some other fine things that I need to bring. So we'll have to go and visit our friend and get that.
Yeah. For now, though, we're going to end it on a low note, you could say, for this season of MRE Stream.
Yes, that's right. For this season of MRE Stream.
Yeah, for this season of MRE Stream, we're going with the United States military.
Maple bacon breakfast log. I mean, pork sausage patty.
Yeah.
Maple
The thing we
flavored.
made fun of in Colonial Marines is real.
Yeah.
It is in fact real.
We have given actual service members this.
I thought it said meal meal made for fat individual, but my brain now can see it because the glow's on there.
Well, wasn't the joke that MRE stands for like meals
Yeah.
rejected by Ethiopians or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I would probably still eat this, considering that most of the stuff you got was like
Maple
boy.
bacon breakfast log made to you by
training food.
your favorite friends at Blamco, the makers
Indeed.
of Play-Doh.
Wait, question though. Like, okay, so they give you all your kit and shit in basic, right? Like some of it. It's like, did you have a plastic canteen from like a million years ago that was full of mold? Because I heard that happened a lot.
No.
Oh.
No, goat. And while I'm at it, why don't you join the military and find out? Totally, those are
Yeah,
fine. You could drink right from them, man. Don't worry about that. Like smell, perfectly fine. I'm messing with you. Yes, they did. They smelled like an armpit.
or
Let me aim this thing down so you guys can see the tray.
I like what Mike said about the helmet. He's like, the reason they give you a helmet when you're on the helmet is because your head will hit the ceiling.
It is. I've hit it many times.
Just going down the road with 12 million gallons of gasoline sloshing around and then just banging your head off the roof going, be all that you can be. Like that's the commercial.
Thank you for your service. Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Okay.
All right,
It's
let's
just
get
like,
this.
you think we should slow down, and they're like, I can't hear you. It's really loud.
All right. Now that we got our little MRE set up, guaranteed to turn your intestines into liquid. Yeah.
Your intestines into outtestines.
Indeed. Or let's have some of this instead. It says it's a peelable seal at the top. You guys
That's a lie.
It says peelable seal. You can quite literally see it there at the top of the screen.
Peel
It's some
the
bullshit.
seal.
So I'm going to try to do that with this peelable seal because we've been using a knife.
Yeah, that's like the only thing the knife they issue is good for.
You got to peel it, Mike. Mike,
That's not where the
it.
peel is.
Peel the seal.
That's not. Oh, all right.
Mike,
Yes,
the
it is.
seal.
The peel's right there.
Oh,
Peel that seal. Look.
he did it. We did it.
It can be done. It can be done.
can
So
be
please
done.
know that the new MREs can be busted into easily so people can fuck your rations.
All right, so here is the tightly packed, well-condensed little package of food. Now, they're expecting you to eat this in like 10 minutes in training. And in basic training, they can give you any time. But normal training, it's, it's your fucking break time. Who cares? Just don't get caught carrying some of this shit around in your pockets. I got in trouble a couple times, but don't worry about it. It's not on my permanent record or anything. They didn't put in Mike's record. Mike had cheese at 2 a.m.
DD 214.
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna make the cut, Mike. You got that.
PFC Mike eating crackers in bed. Unacceptable. How will he drive the fuel truck now?
A sealable peel. Yeah.
You're just reminding me of all the Nicka Jack stories.
Now they never said that this was peelable. Like this is quite literally. You need a sharp implement.
If
Yeah, you
somebody
open that?
asked me on the Patreon, somebody asked me if I can make a movie, if I had $100 million to make a movie in a fantasy setting,
Yeah.
and then they were suggesting $40K. what would I do? And I said, I would put Mike in 40K as his real MOS from the Army, just in the 40K setting.
Yeah, just a really, like,
No
matter how horrible it is, I'm always optimistic, and that's how I was.
That's what I mean. So you're just sitting there with like the gas truck, and you're like, okay, well, where's the fuel?
They're like, aren't you worried about that blowing up? I'm like, only if it's empty.
Here we have
That's how I felt.
the maple bacon breakfast lug itself, the sausage
Wow,
patty.
look at that. It's like a perfect like cube shape. So you can have that patty.
It looks like SpongeBob in a body bag.
It's SpongeBob in a body bag.
Bury him.
Here we have some nutritional advice in the little McDonald's cartridge thing.
Whoa, you mean our Happy Meal packaging?
You mean our disappointment cartridge, like for a very bad console.
So yeah, it's supposed to sit in there like that. So you're like, I thought it said thinking is critical. It says timing is critical.
Thinking is critical.
That's what I thought it said. Like,
Oh wow, the Army reversed its policy.
You got to keep your brain's army strong, don't you know?
As a crossword puzzle, and every solution is Army.
the 5 R's for optimal recovery, known as Also, this is a replenish energy stores often, repair your muscles, replace fluids and electrolytes, refuel regularly, and rest and recover for the next mission. Timing is critical. Fucking critical.
Look, I know that we're still being shelled. You got to have your MREs.
Better have that.
Do you want a suboptimal entree, soldier? I think not.
Hey,
I know
Treach.
those 122 millimeter rockets air bursting are a bit troublesome, but do you want bad hash browns? I don't think so.
No.
Great. Peanut butter.
We got some peanut butter. Yeah, it's your standard fare. Only 1 ounce.
We got our... They're not even trying. Table syrup.
Table syrup. Table
Yes.
syrup.
We can't say it's maple syrup, guys. We can't even say it's maple flavored syrup.
It's naturally and artificially maple flavored.
This is like everything
From Stone Mountain, Georgia.
yeah, corn
Table syrup.
and it's just corn syrup because that's what this country
My
represents.
mind is broken. Because
What do you say to that?
oh no, it's like the other MRE we had, where it was taste indistinguishable from the common strawberry. You know
Oh,
what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like,
right,
No,
right.
from the natural strawberry.
Yeah, and this
Right.
one it says naturally and artificially maple flavored. Very small.
naturally and artificially flavored table syrup.
underneath. Here we have smoked almonds. This is probably going to be the best part of the ration.
Yeah, maybe.
Y'all,
Smoked
hold on,
almonds.
hold on. Say that.
Say that
Say
again
that
slowly.
Saying with his southern accent.
Here we got some smoked almonds.
No. This table syrup. I'm still stuck on that because think
Table
about
syrup.
no. Look,
Fucking table syrup.
hey man, come on down to Stone Mountain, Georgia for some table syrup.
Yeah, man, we got that table syrup.
We got it.
We got it right down here.
table syrup.
We got our grape.
Get your sweet tea
We got our grape
and your
drink.
maple table. Your maple table.
Carbohydrate electrolyte beverage. You just say
Grape.
Just say sugar and salt. Grape flavor.
No, it's not salt. They didn't put salt in here.
That's
Let me.
what do you think electrolytes are?
Okay. It says that the ingredients include.
Sugar is the first one I'm betting. If it's not corn syrup,
Oh, my sides are
It
still.
says.
in orbit.
Oh yeah, no, you're wrong, goat. There's not salt, even though it says there is. There's not. It says sodium citrate, which citrate, which is not the same.
Comrade.
I win.
fuck you.
Comrade, do you wish to have table syrup with flat pancake?
With flat cake.
Natural and artificial.
It's like 1 micron.
Here we have the
thin.
highest quality, most craftsmanship in anything in this ration. The spoon.
The spoon.
Here we have our MRE heater, which we're not going to use.
Oh, and Mr. Train.
Tasty.
Hi, Mr. Train. Here we have. Is that coffee instant? Oh, type 2. Coffee instant type 2 and shitter
Type 2 is
paper.
actually isn't
I
that
thought
the,
3 was a really good one. Here is our beverage bag. Fuck.
I don't
and-
recall.
Y'all want some of
They
that
all kind-
table syrup.
We
At the-
got a maple
Oh.
muffin top TFF. What is TFF? Oh, and the largest ingredient in this is sugar. Like, not even flour, it's sugar. There's more sugar in that by weight.
Okay, well,
than
you're
any
going to
other
have
ingredient.
some of that coffee in this nice warm drinking bag. Yeah, why not? Goat is going to drink some coffee out of this bag because that's what they expect you to do. This is a hot beverage bag. To avoid a burn, beverage heating time should not exceed 6 minutes. So you could get 12 ounces of coffee in this thing. Oh my God,
that's just
Could
going
you
to be
imagine
like
walking around?
muddy water.
bag
Could you
of coffee.
imagine?
You
Could you
shake it up
imagine
really good,
walking
actually.
around in a war zone, holding a hot bag of boiled water?
You guys want some coffee?
When you might have to like drop it or something at any moment.
yeah.
And then we have our MRE crackers. We've come a long way from the Civil War. Not really.
Yeah, we got some crackers.
No, they used to make theirs with lard and salt. They would have been better.
We got a great
you
mix.
just got to make sure to
Oh.
soften them. Yeah, the muffin top. That's primarily sugar.
What does TFF mean?
I have no idea. Does anyone in chat know?
Mountain top.
Muffin top.
Like they're laughing.
Yeah, that's them. What do we put on the top of it? I don't know. Muffin top. It's not a whole muffin.
Tough.
Trans fat free.
Yeah.
That's what Ukrainian tap water's saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
But I want my trans fats. I want all the
Oh.
fats.
Yeah, but I want them. Hey,
I want all the fats.
It's 2022.
No, it's not.
Oh fuck. It's 2023.
You're getting old. You're
It's
forgetting
20
what
yeah,
year
it's,
it is.
yeah, it's 2021, man. Fucking chill.
Listen, do
It's,
you not?
No, it's
do you
20.
Not,
It's December 2019. It's gonna be a
Oh,
great year.
right.
We're gonna have like all the cool things from the 1920s, like flappers
Yeah.
and unregulated machine guns. No, we have.
No. At the end of the, I was actually like just washing my groceries in December. So you need to go back a little further.
No, I remember. No, I remember reading about it in December,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like."
I worked
fucking-
with kids, so I had no choice.
Yeah,
I
well,
was like, I can't get this sick.
Yeah, but I thought I was like, "Oh, this is gonna
Yeah.
be like fucking swine flu or Zika or some nothing burger again." It's
yeah,
like, no.
3.
Year 3. All right. So part of our year 3 here.
Year 3
have
of
these-
2 weeks of flatten the curve.
Yeah, we have this fine gum, and it's all wrapped and protected for our safety, so we don't
So we
accidentally.
don't choking hazard, like for babies.
Well, right, because
Don't say mean things about Delta Squad. They try their best.
they're gonna try their best to do whatever it takes to get to sick
I was
call
there
before
on that
the
one
PT
round
starts.
of Colonial Marines where that guy suffocated because he put a plastic bag on his head.
No.
Coffee instant type 2 spray dried, and you can put about 6 ounces in this, so you can get 6 ounces inside
I'm
the.
gonna go work on that.
Yeah,
This
actually,
is-
we should have the tea kettle up there. That'd make it easier.
Could you make me another tea, Goat? Yes. Thank you.
We're all like super low energy, even though it doesn't sound like it right now. Yeah, I'm pretty low energy. Creamer. This one's actually a just basic non-dairy creamer, but the packaging is so like I didn't give a shit.
Creamer, non-dairy, dry for coffee or tea, 4 grams, net weight, dissolved contents in 1/3 canteen cap, 8 ounce, a beverage. Janssens Brothers Packaging Corporation, Kansas City, Missouri, 60.
Yeah, corn syrup solids.
Corn syrup solids. Wow.
Coconut oil, sodium.
Just what I
caseinate.
want my
Oh,
coffee. Some of them corn syrup solids and coconut
God,
oil.
So good. I know. We have so many good options here. They even included a nice moist towel.
Well, they gave you something
Latex free this time.
latex free.
This time. Iodized salt. So they definitely used an iodized salt delivery system this time and not the... I didn't have time for that shit. Fucking salt they put in everything. Okay, so these are the matches, and they all say the same thing. This one just says, these matches are designed especially for damp climates, but they will not light when wet or after long exposure to very damp air. So they're really good matches until they're not, is basically what they're saying.
These are designed to get wet, but don't get them wet. Thank you.
If you get them wet, they'll stop working. Aren't these waterproof? Correct. Well, wouldn't that make it impervious? No.
How dare you?
It says waterproof, but they are not waterproof.
Do you want fire or water?
Oh, I see. The packaging says waterproof in bold lines, and underneath it says not waterproof in like little tiny font. So that way people buy it, you know? So we have our tissue. We've got our salt. I mean, look at this fine meal we're all going to have together. We've got our smokes. We got our knife for fighting in the jungles of whatever Rambo was supposed to be doing, I guess. I don't recall him having a Ginsu knife, but, you know.
That's because he doesn't know what a real knife is.
What was he doing in that jungle? I forget.
Something. He was
Rambo
having-
1, I remember. 2 and 3, I just go, I don't
Rambo,
remember.
he
He's
was-
just shooting people in another country for some reason.
Yeah, they just kept changing the country.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look, there's this guy. Just blow him up. It's like, what? Why?
My name's John Rambo, and I shoot people.
Hey, your first blood. It's like,
Shepherd.
dude, you shot like 15 people. Like, I think you got first blood. Like, we all heard the Unreal Tournament, first blood. We all heard it.
They started shooting first, Shepherd.
Yeah. Rambo mostly fought in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, that's true. Hot dog water. I don't know, man. So not actually waterproof. Hey, Goat, will you also turn the stove on and put our, like... I'll be over there in a sec. I'm going to put our... well, actually, here. Yeah, put SpongeBob in there. Thank you.
Your Majesty.
So let's have some smoked almonds together. What a sentence. Let's have some smoked
Let's all
almonds
come
together.
over to our house and have some smoked almonds.
You guys want to come over to my house and have smoked almonds?
Wow, what a crazy party. I hope it doesn't get too wild.
Yeah, that's what we would say as a kid, but we were all excited for smoked almonds. Let's
No
bag.
peanuts in there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have some right here. Actually, got smoked almonds. You want to drop in there?
Here, hand me the smoked almonds.
All right, here. You can actually have those and tell us how they are. This is terrible. Now you got to shake it up.
I don't want to shake it. It's
Here.
fucking spray.
Yep, that's how you do it. Don't get it on your hand because it'll burn.
Yeah.
And then you just sip it out of there when it's not burning your house. Or your mouth, I should say. House. Yeah, when it's not burning your mouth. So we'll just set that right there so you guys can see this wonderful creation we have made of Goat's coffee
I
that he will
hate
soon
this.
drink. Yeah, this is... Well, nobody in the field says, man, I can't wait to have my bag of coffee.
No one in the field brings like a
They
little.
fill this all the way up and drink it as weak as shit as it is because they're like, I have to have something. Because most of them are on like fucking Monster Energy drink
Yeah,
number
but you-
15.
I would rather pour that into a
Coffee
Monster
creamer.
Energy can or something.
Yeah.
Or better yet, just bring like a little collapsible mug or bottle or something.
That's true. Would Rambo have actually fit into a 272 tank at the end of Rambo 3? That's a good point, actually. Would he have... yeah. Would his big-ass body would have fit into that? I'm assuming he could probably squeeze in there, but it would be a tight fit. Can you imagine him in there?
I'm just going to punch the buttons.
Everyone's like, what?
Or you put the coffee powder
Yeah.
in like dip.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
it's
These are good. These are good.
Gorthar PC. Thanks for the courtesy.
Rip It coffee.
Rip It coffee,
God.
yeah.
No, yeah, I know that's... Well,
Here, have some of the beverage. We're not going to pour this in water. You can just drink it as is. Goat's going to have
it's
some.
going to be disappointing even taking it straight.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Chemical says with 100 pennies. Wow. Thanks for the courtesy. Says, I think the Geneva Conventions prohibit whatever it is you've made here. It's definitely not coffee. How are those smoked almonds?
Having had the handful and a half of smoked almonds,
Behold, Your Majesty.
I can say that they are indeed almonds. They're extremely dry, to the point it's like Whole Foods display food. But
Yeah.
there weren't many in there. It was literally like a baby's handful
Let me
of
show you.
smoked almonds. You could
There's
see the
something-
outline.
Yeah, that's how much they give you. Like,
They give you like, imagine if someone took a palm full of smoked almonds and put them in a bag and then vacuum sealed it. That's what you get.
they should be giving you like a huge bag of these.
This
Just
beverage
'cause
powder
it would
is so
hold you over.
disappointing.
Oh, is the beverage powder disappointing?
So disappointing.
Goat just had some of that grape powder straight up like Kool-Aid.
Behold, Your Majesty.
Yeah, the stream is back. Oh, did it fell? I didn't see it. Oh, maybe it fell over. 1950 smokers smoked almonds. I don't know. Yeah, almonds, smoked. Let's try some of this muffin.
They're all right. I mean,
Look at the sad.
they're just dry as all shit.
the sad muffin, man.
The muffin top,
God, yeah, muffin top.
almonds, smoked.
I like trans fats. What happened to this country, man?
We used to like all the fats. And then
We used to have all the trans fats.
We used to put all the fats in things. We invented new
Oh.
kinds of fats.
All right. Well, it comes with a nice little awesome package of food. No, I'm kidding. I didn't eat that. Don't worry. I do not eat these. I joke around, but I actually don't want to die.
They say it's a muffin top, but in reality, it's the pound cake in a new
Yeah.
mold. That's it. It is the military pound cake in a new mold. That's it.
They
That is
just-
it.
Yeah, you could see it right there on the screen. Like, they just squeeze this and flatten it.
Yeah, it's the pound cake. It's in a new mold.
It's like,
that's it.
and that's it. You get that, and you grab it, and you take a bite out of it. Oh, no.
Give me a bit of that sugar and
No.
What? What's wrong with it?
Have you ever had a McDonald's food called a McGriddle before?
Yes, I yes.
Enjoy. It tastes almost identical to a McGriddle.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, the pound cake was pretty
You know what
much
this
the
tastes
peak
like?
of it.
Somebody made cornbread, but their kid was like, I don't like it, so they put in like 50 million sugar in it.
Woo!
That's what it
it's
tastes
dude,
like.
it's like a pancake. That's what it feels like. It feels like a pancake. So we're gonna save that for our maple, so we can have some of that. You know.
Oh yeah, you gotta have
SpongeBob.
table syrup.
Yeah, your table syrup.
You know what?
Table
I'm gonna
syrup.
have some of that table. I'll try my coffee straight, but I'm gonna have some table syrup.
I want some of
in
that
it, too.
table syrup.
I want some of that table syrup, man.
It's funny because I'm fairly certain my aunt calls it that.
No, well,
All
table
syrup. She calls all syrups table syrup. That's why it sounded familiar. Yeah,
well, no,
she just
it's
straight up
it's
does
an
that.
Appalachian thing because if it's not maple, it's just like you just boil sugar water. It's table syrup.
Oh, okay.
That's what I had that a lot. Let me give me that coffee.
She's like, yeah, pass the table syrup. That's how they'd say it. That's why it sounded familiar to me. Yeah, table syrup. So I guess we'll have some of that syrup on our pancake, which is already filled with fucking syrup. Like, this thing is just sugar incarnate.
All right, I'm gonna try to drink this without spilling it all over myself.
Take a sip. Don't hurt yourself.
It's just a hot.
I've had to do
coffee.
this. I've had to do that many times, man.
It's just hot coffee.
It's
What's
not a
the
fun
danger?
experience.
What's
It's not a fun
dangerous?
experience.
What's the danger?
What's the danger?
It's just danger.
I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit.
Yeah, I would
just
too.
because steam came out.
Yeah.
Just because it hurts when you actually
Just
try to
because
hold
you
it.
can see how hot it is.
Yeah, when you try to hold it, it burns your fingers. God.
Even when it's winter.
Yeah, exactly. Canada isn't real. It's a conspiracy made by Big Syrup. What are we eating? Well, Zero Degato, we're eating a bunch
Maple
of nonsense.
bacon breakfast log.
They did
Yeah.
give us crackers.
Yeah, I'd like some sugar with my sugar, please, Mike.
Sure.
Bust open that. We'll have some peanut butter with the cake too. Why the fuck not?
Hold your majesty.
Let me see. I got all these army people, all these army veterans making fun of me.
There we go.
Oh yeah, quite crumbly, my dear. Quite crumbly indeed.
Yeah, these. I don't think these have any flavor in them at all. They're like really easy to break too. Yeah, zero flavor.
You can taste the iron they enrich this with.
Yep. It tastes like it just tastes like
it
a
tastes
sponge.
like iron.
Yeah.
It's literally I'm getting that like weird tingling sensation you get in front of your teeth. Because it's iron.
Hold your majesty.
All right, let's have some table syrup
It's not a Appalachian breakfast without second degree burns.
or Mountain. Hey, if the least they could do is give me some actual Mountain Dew.
So you're gonna have peanut butter and crackers, a pancake, maple bacon, and coffee. On top of that, you also have some gum and
Oh yeah, I'm gonna poop.
and almonds. Oh no, the almonds will help you with that. They need to give you more almonds though. Like that was a pitiful amount, even if they're dry. I feel like this is just like they just don't care. You know what I mean? Like they don't give a shit when they make this.
Because it's that job.
It shows. I'm gonna have some table syrup.
I'm gonna have some table syrup.
More gold, your majesty.
Oh yeah.
No, Treach even. Oh, hey, look, 100 pennies for Treach.
Look how clear that is.
Where's the freeze-dried butter? That's a good point. All military make fun of everyone else, including Goat.
That's not that bad.
Sudsy Sutherland says, I'm an Air Force veteran laughing, but then I spent all my time with the Army eating older versions of these with the pound cake. Yeah. Actually, somebody also has... I just get reminded, somebody actually already is sending me another fine MRE from 1994.
Oh, good.
Yes, another fine MRE from 1994 will be coming here.
Yeah, so the table syrup with the cake is exactly what you expect.
Yeah, because the cake is loaded with syrup. I already know what that's going to taste like. I'm going to have some.
Yeah, try some. And save some table syrup for
Hold your
for
majesty.
SpongeBob.
Oh, I'm just going to rub it in. I already know. Yep, that's just McGriddle with extra fucking syrup on it. And it's funny because I used to eat these. I used to have a McGriddle like twice a week at my old job because, you know, Tuesdays and Thursdays I work with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to go to the fucking thing and get coffee. And it was like, what are you going to have? Like, you want to eat that sausage egg McMuffin? You know how they make those. I'm like, just give me the McGriddle because I know you just have those in a package and you just throw them in a fucking grill. And then you eat
now
that.
Let's try it with the peanut butter.
And then have their coffee, which is supposed to keep you up. But by hour 2, those kids have destroyed you. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, guys. If somehow we have received enough subscriptions that Twitch has just told me that I've collected all of the level 1 emotes that they have.
Whoa.
All of the level 1.
All of the level 1.
I don't even know. Honestly...
What is a level 2 emote? Does it fill the whole screen?
It probably like shakes and stuff. It probably does like rainbow magic. I have no idea. And it looks like our main is almost done. Goda's having a good time with that syrup there.
No, I'm not.
What do you pour? Oh, is that peanut butter? Having a little peanut butter with it? That's a good choice. So Goat's having a little peanut butter with his pancake. Hey, Wraithblade, thanks for the courtesy. Not unless you destroy the children in the battle of the ages, of course. I blame Knight.
It just tastes like sad, cheap peanut butter.
Everything on that plate
Mm-hmm.
looks like something that you'd be given while you were waiting for trial.
Yeah.
You got your table syrup. You got your pancake. You got your fucking crackers,
It's like
man.
the cattle feed of the government, dude.
This is what they give you on jury duty.
I had to ask a friend who did jury duty recently.
Oh,
if
that's
they did
rough.
that. Try, try some of the
He'll,
peanut
like,
butter.
Give me a piece of the gum.
Juror number 6 is like, I don't think he did it. You're like, fucking he did it.
He
Shut
did
the
it.
fuck up.
He did it. He's guilty. I can't eat another one. He fucking did it.
That was a good Beavis and Butthead. That was a good
Yeah.
episode.
He's cool.
Yeah, he totally killed people. He's cool. Oh, man. Gum.
It's a chiclet.
It's chiclet. Now you see why Beanie Weenie Spam and Spaghettios are the best seller in PX right now, right before deployment. Yes. It's also why most of the candy is gone too. I myself stocked up on like a ton of what were they? Hot Pockets. That's right. I had a ton of Hot Pockets that I just like straight up put into my bag because I was like, I don't care if they're frozen. I'm gonna eat. I was getting that hungry, guys. Wasn't that they weren't feeding me; they just didn't give me enough time in that chow house sometimes. But yeah, how's the? You think it's ready? Yeah. Okay, Goat's got the fine edition of a maple bacon breakfast log, or we'll just try to make it. I guess. I mean, how hard can it be, right? You did it.
Look, I sold it. That's different.
You didn't make it.
No.
Who made it?
Waylon Yutani making a better breakfast. Building a better breakfast.
Building, yes, but
Part of a better a better part of building a better breakfast.
Hey, did you get some of that meat juice on my pancake?
Ooh, look at that.
Wow. Look at this. Look at this wonderful
Waylon Yutani
mess.
maple bacon breakfast log.
You can see the love in every single piece of this meal that they
You ever want to
included.
see what the McRib looks like in the off season?
The McDon't. Oh, man. Thank you for cleaning that up.
It's made of meat.
It tastes like, what's that generic brand of sausages that we get? Something Farms? I don't know.
Something.
Something Farms. I don't know. We get some generic cheap brand. It tastes just like that. This is actually surprisingly the best part of the whole thing. I should say unsurprisingly, because it should be the best part. It's the main course, after all.
It's
Yeah.
a meat puck.
It just tastes like sausage. I mean, I'm going to put a little bit of that. A little bit. Like, look how much of that pancake in comparison to the meat I get. Yeah, it just straight up tastes like a McRib went on somebody's, like, McGriddle.
Yeah, it's okay.
If you offered
this
the
makes it okay.
It's 100% meat, 60% real.
flavor indistinguishable from the natural
Hillshire
strawberry.
Farms. Yeah.
Needs more beans. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we need more beans. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that there aren't.
Let's fart up in that Humvee.
After beating the ox, they were not allowed to discuss beans for some time.
So they were calling them lagoons.
Indeed. And it is the correct basis for that combat and the outcome thereof.
Well,
Or as one of them said, the old man got hands.
yeah. Now, Goat is actually just destroying that sausage. That's just okay. He is absolutely... Because the thing is like, with these MREs, when they're just okay, that's when you probably want to eat the whole thing. Because it's hard to find a US MRE that isn't just like a bunch of junk in it, man. So far, we've gotten some pretty lousy combos. This is all right. The maple bacon, yeah, this is...
If I was in the field, I'd love that shit. I'd skip the table syrup and probably the cake as well, but...
You won't skip the cake. You'll be too hungry.
Yeah.
You have to eat it. It's like I thought similar things, but no, once you're there, you're going to be destroying this whole thing. 'Cause they don't give you a lot of time in training to just hop into another meal. No, even my duty station training, they still used MREs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, hey, they're like, hey, I remember these. I was like, I just had them like 2 months ago.
No, like the sergeant major who has been there for like 50 million years, like,
Oh,
I
of
remember
course.
those. Yeah.
The guy with the story, he always has a story. Yeah, I didn't have them like that. Had to get them right out of a fucking can. Which, by the way, we're
That's
going to
like
do.
Vietnam era shit.
Let's go take a look at our fine can selection that I'm going to bring.
Oh boy, I'm gonna try the coffee though. Let's see.
Have your bag of coffee, son.
They're gonna make fun of They're gonna make fun of me. I like how there's no straw because that's a choking hazard, like babies.
Well, that's why you sit in the back and you drink out of a coffee mug like a gentleman. Goat's gonna have a bag of coffee.
That looks very interesting.
Have a bag of scalding coffee. It's the best part of waking up is sucking on a bag.
Best part of waking up is burning your throat with this thing. Yeah, it just pours right down your fucking shirt. You're like, oh fuck, as you're like dancing around.
It's a scrotum of boiling coffee, and you have to deal with it.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna open up a thing that we've actually received before. I think it was Squick who sent this. Who sent that? Yeah, Squick sent this.
He sent us with one of those other cursed 1950s products
Cursed.
that should have remained slumbering.
So we have a new thing we're gonna try with our breakfast called Tactical Bacon.
Wow.
Smoke flavor is added. It's from Kwanga, which is a company.
They've been
They've been inspected apparently by someone.
I bought gun parts from them.
I firmly believe that bacon has the potential to bring about the world peace. Anonymous.
Oh yeah, back in the era where bacon was king on the internet, it is still. It's actually fallen quite a bit. What's taken the form of bacon of this era? I'm a bit out of sorts, I guess.
Shitty loot boxes. I mean, everyone's into something these days. I don't know. I'm not really into possessions
It's
much,
sad.
so I'm the wrong person to ask.
Come on, don't just consume product and get excited to consume next product. Text, there's a clean. Oh, that's empty.
Yeah.
Look,
Why do you get mad at our idea of wiping our nose with a paper towel? We like our bloody nose. People want to see us and say, "Hey, is that Santa Claus?"
allow me to be sick like in 1950s, man.
So this is how they package it. Just bacon in a can. You're probably wondering, is this safe to eat? Apparently it is, according to the can. So, and it's been inspected by someone in the United States Department of Agriculture. So
We all know the USDA never makes mistakes.
the USDA has never made a single mistake in their life. So we're gonna have a little bit. That I'm trusting you, inspector person who inspected this bacon. I'm gonna set it. Unfortunately, there's not like a clean spot on this tray at all. These are really messy, huh? All right, let's put this right here. That'll be good.
I'm actually not going to have all that.
Doing a sniff test. Oh yeah, it smells fine. Oh yeah, dude, this is good.
You got to pull the whole sheet out.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't want to pull the whole thing out if it was shitty. You know what I mean? Because I don't want the whole house to smell like.
No, it'll be all right.
Because it's already pretty strong. So we'll have some of that.
It's tactical bacon. It's canned, smoked bacon that's been cold rolled And yeah, it's in like butcher paper, and it's for camping. You take it out in sheets and you drop it on the pan. And yeah, it's just cured meat in a can. Nothing too fancy, kind of expensive. I wish it was 9 yards of bacon.
Looks all right. Tastes all right.
Yeah.
Nothing too offensive there. You want to cook it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Goat's going to go cook it.
Pan fry it both sides real gentle like till it starts to crisp up and it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's all right. It's not cursed at all. You guys are probably like, man, Mike didn't do a curse thing. I'm like, yeah. Sometimes you get bacon. Bacon in a can. I mean,
And if you fill that can with water, you can have bacon water.
I mean, I can always do that and just drink that, but I'm not that desperate. But yeah, no, this is actually something I've been wanting to eat for a while, and he just reminded me. I was like, oh yeah, we still have that can of bacon. So bacon, a can of tactical bacon, man. It's a really cool idea. Smoke flavor has been added. Let me turn the nutritional facts around here so you guys get a look at that. It's got 60 calories per serving, and the ingredients, just bacon. A single serving's 3 slices. So, something that we can all...
Let's not eat all of it. I'll save some for...
Okay, you're going to save some of it? Okay. So, Goat's going to pan fry some of that. Hopefully, it won't explode, because it was very greasy. Like, greasier than normal bacon. I think that's part of the I have to somehow get this thing from, like, going bad in the can here. Yeah, we got some table syrup. And did I miss anything? Nope, we got sugar and salt. So yeah. So far, I don't really think I like this MRE too much, but I do like the tactical bacon.
It's all right. It's
Yeah.
it's tactical bacon. A lot of people don't know why it exists. Used to be Yoder's canned bacon. Used to be about half the price, and it was nice if you were out camping and wanted to have some eggs and bacon in the morning.
Yeah. I remember before the heaters being friends with the engineers to put them in the dozer stacks, then flip the throttle, catch it, and an inch block of C4 to light the fire. Oh, yeah. Wow. Bacon, oh, man, I can't read from there. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, don't forget the tasty matches.
More gold, Your Majesty.
I'm also a very simple man, but being able to type something here and see it on Twitch is very funny to me. That is some very tactical bacon. I first saw tactical bacon on DayZ and thought it was a joke. Yeah, this was the first time I'd ever heard of it. I thought it was just quite literally a made-up concept.
No, it's not a bad thing for a camping trip, but it used to be a lot cheaper, and it used to be not like tactical bacon. It was just Yoder's camping bacon. But then I think it got bought out. As far as it is, it's nice, have some bacon in a pan in the morning.
I did it, guys. I had a sip of the coffee. It was okay. Let's try it with that table syrup.
Yeah, you want to try some with table syrup? That's actually a pretty good idea.
Gotta have some table syrup in your coffee.
Yeah.
Add some table syrup to your bag of coffee. Table syrup.
That is not the worst thing I put in coffee.
Oh, my God. It looks like a Drano commercial.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have a plug drain?
I'll tell you this much. Your vocal cords are going to be very loose.
You're going to be like...
Yeah. So go ahead and show them that. You got to bring it. You got to look where it's at. Yeah, look where the... Yeah, there you go.
That's kind of the funny thing is I've been playing Nebulous Fleet Command. I'm trying to find the right music to pelt people with missiles to. Italian opera is quite nice. Dongio...
Yeah.
Just the missile coming in and blapping someone. You're like, I see you, Kirk. Do you see me? I tried that, by the way, as an opener line. I see you, Kirk. Do you see me? And guess what? They saw me. I was not as stealthy as I thought. I was like, I see you. Oh, fuck. And then I had to run.
Yeah, you just see missiles coming your way.
Yeah, I was like, they were like, yeah, we do.
You're broadcasting.
Oh yeah, shit. Click. But no, we had 3 games with the Ox with Nebulous Fleet Command. It was really, really fun. And I fought on the side of the Ox for the third game, and they got to see the terror of Strontium Sally in action. That's my nuke boat.
That's great.
Yeah, no, we were having fun. It was kind of funny because battle cohesion broke down, and so one person said, "I'm just running as fast as I can, and no one can stop me," and that started the rout. But it was great.
Adding the table syrup to the coffee was a mistake. It just made it taste like soap. All of the weird taste of the table syrup with all of the tannins of the coffee.
Yeah.
Magic.
Oh, you were cooking. Yeah. Ogawa was talking about wrapping the barrel in a tin foil of your weapon. Wrap around with bacon, and then wrap some tin foil around that. Shoot some 100 rounds, and then wait a minute. Enjoy bacon.
Yeah, it sounds like a great way to make that gun smell very bad for a long time.
Yeah,
And
you come
also
back from the range, and it's just all
It's not only that,
greasy.
it's like the armor in me is getting mad because it's just sitting there, and I'm like, hey, why is the gas block fucked up?
So as an
You're like,
armorer, you're hearing
Why is
that,
it
and you're going
greasy?
like, "What?"
yeah, why is the finish on this gun
I like
smell?
lead and cordite in my bacon.
Yeah, the other thing is the shit I've used to clean guns with, if you're like, oh, I put bacon, you will die.
You will perish. He was destroyed.
Yeah, I clean my guns with Mechanica shit because I shoot a lot of older milsurp, so it's like, you know, when you have to clean older guns, you have to get it like brake cleaner. It gets fun.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what's the fun in that?
Well, it's like, okay, when I hard clean my revolvers,
Yeah.
after like 10,000 rounds, I knock all the parts out of them, and then like the instructions on the can are like, use outside, don't get on skin. It doesn't say like wash skin. This is don't.
Yeah, so you don't want it.
Don't breathe it. Don't get it in anywhere near you. You know, extremely explosive.
Must be handled by
flammable.
robots.
Yeah, just like please have robots in another country touch this stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm just
Do not
gonna
open
use,
on planet Earth.
if I'm really quick, it won't matter. Like that's my brain is like, I'll just do this quick.
Yeah.
I don't need welding goggles. I'll just close my eyes.
That's some Mechanica shit, though.
Yeah.
Don't
This
be
is a
afraid of
terrible and puissant tool. You will treat it with respect.
Don't be afraid of the bacon, John.
It is noted.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny is all of this food that we have been eating up to this point was like meant to survive like some, you know, apocalyptic whatever. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, man, if I was in the apocalypse, I'd probably be crying if I had to eat this. I'm like, this is just, I don't know, man. I feel like I would be like, you know, those people with the tire pauldrons. I feel like they have a better gig going on. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. I'd rather go chase and scream and say, you know, witness me. You know, fucking.
Yeah.
I'd rather do those things than sit there in the desert, like opening my third can of tactical bacon, wondering, man, I hope there's no people behind that sand dune that's gonna shoot me, or whatever. It's Mad Max world, except it's like a bunch of old ladies. That was. Wait, should I use to clean the rollers on my PTR 91?
Oh, that's an HK style delayed roller blowback. So what you'll need to do is just make sure you clean the fuck out of the thing. You're going to have to disassemble the bolt carrier group every time you do it. And yeah, it's a chore on a PTR or an
Ooh.
HK.
Yeah, so that right there.
But just all you really need when you do clean it is just be gentle with it. The rollers should be free rolling until you lock it up. Then they should obviously not play much. But all you need is a drop on each locking roller and, light touch of grease or drop of oil on the locking piece where it hits the rollers, and that should be in. The
Now-
manual doesn't call for much more than that.
Now, I will be happy to hand you a piece of bacon once it is not at the level of, ouch, I just touched.
I understand.
I just picked up a very searing hot piece of bacon and was like, oh boy, my hand was like, no. No, do not. My hands are not, my body's not that strong, dude. I like to actually taste my food, I believe.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You can still kind of taste the artificial preservative and shit. But overall, if I was camping, this would be very nice indeed.
Yeah, it should be fine with a cup of coffee.
But yes, I did drink the coffee bag. Are you guys proud of me?
Ooh.
Texture-wise, it's almost turkey bacon because of all the preservatives.
Yep.
Tex could be a gun tuber, but that would be a waste. Now,
I don't think
yeah.
he would like what I have to say on guns because the
Most people,
the gun community would not like a lot of my opinions because people would go, "Wow, don't you think this is the latest, bestest, greatest blood?" And I'd be like, "No, I prefer old used guns."
I think only the gun bros wouldn't like you.
I'm very boring.
The old people would. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, Tex seems like a nice guy," but the gun
like,
bros
if
would
someone-
be like,
if
"Yeah,
someone
but he
asked
doesn't."
me what kind of gun should I get?
Yeah.
I'm like the one that you're going to use and train and practice with. Spend $300 on a gun. Spend $1,000 on ammo.
Yeah. Hey, Goat, what are you making in there? More bacon. Oh, more bacon? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and if you want to come in here, we'll.
But I'm also kind of a FUD. I have a 1911.
Oh, do you? What other fine firearms do you have? Do you have anything from, say, the 1920s or 30s?
Just
interesting.
Just a registered machine gun.
Oh.
That's not, anything.
Not a big deal.
Twitch doesn't need to know about it.
What? Twitch doesn't even care. They don't even look over here. They probably passed this channel up like 1,000 times and we're like, whatever. They just got like a weird couch and sometimes I play like Gabriel Knight or something. So that's just their attitude. Like I'm not some fresh-faced, computer
Guys.
RGB guy. Wow, I don't have any.
Wow, look at my feet.
Yeah, exactly.
When it comes down to guns, guys, like it's one thing to like them from games or whatever. It's another thing to work on them. So I know there's a lot of opinions out there, like, oh man, aren't FALs cool or whatever. And then you hold one or work on one or whatever, and your
Or
opinion,
even just shoot one.
your opinion changes. It's a lot of things, and the best way I kind of put this up is picture yourself in the coolest car that you would own. The coolest car that you would own.
Okay.
Picture yourself right now in the coolest car you would own. But then ask yourself, would you really go out and buy that car if you had the money? If you had the money, if you won the lottery and that was possible, would you buy that car? And the answer is probably not.
It's a 1993 Pontiac Grand Am. But fuck yeah, I'm buying it.
Okay, got it.
I'm not trying to destroy your argument. I get what you mean though. It's, but it's a Grand Am.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like that's a tough pass. There's some cars you can't be like, no.
I remember the Pontiac Grand Am was like one of those unstealable cars of the 90s. Like you would see one and it would always have all of its windows. No one would steal a Grand Am and no one would take anything.
They would break into them to steal the CDs you had laying around in your fucking car. They wouldn't break into those for any other reason. I remember my friend had Kevin had one. I think he had a 91, 2, something like that. He had one. It was a shit box. It barely ran. It was like constantly on fire. That was those are cars you kind of like respect over time. Are you going to have some more bacon, Goat?
More gold, Your Majesty.
Oh, more gold.
Indeed.
Well, thank you for the courtesy. I just want my 1997 Tacoma back.
If I could have any vehicle, and I'm saying this, just putting this out there in the world, if I could have any vehicle, in all honesty, like swap your car with anything for a daily driver, I'd get like an old K5 Blazer or an old Bronco, just something like that, where it's not too big.
Some modify it so the gas mileage is a little better.
I don't give a fuck. I'm
that's
like,
an easy.
whatever.
That's an easy fix for a car. If you're going to spend that kind of money, might as well.
Sure, why not? But I mean, an old diesel K5 would be fine.
Yeah. What about you, Goat? You want any car?
Not really a car guy. Probably something like a cop car. Those are kind of fun. That's what my first car was kind of like until it got beat to shit.
So you want like a what are they called?
Crown Victoria.
Crown Victoria.
Yeah, or
I've
like
been there, done that. I had the one cursed Crown Vic. I had the one Crown Vic that had everything go wrong on it that could.
Well, yeah, the reliability is what keeps me from actually going for that.
Code isn't a car guy.
No.
He wants a bitchin' hog. Yeah, go
Yeah, hell yeah, my first crank that hog.
Yeah, go with I don't know. You do kind of look like you'd be a bike guy, actually.
Wouldn't recommend it.
A lot of people say that.
It's like if you're out in the country and it doesn't snow, maybe.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
honestly, at that point, just get like ATVs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have never had a chance to really have a bike of my own, but I've driven a couple. I enjoy it. I'm good, man. Thank you. You want? Oh yeah. So, I guess that's pretty much it. You guys got anything you want to say? Because you guys are both like out of it. I could tell.
I'm kind of out of it because it's been a long day. But I will say this: it's been a fine day, and tomorrow will be another one. Tomorrow I may stream Nebulous with the guys. I may not. So
Okay.
if anyone wants to watch us like ruin this game with bad mods, including nuclear weapons, we might be doing that.
What time?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We'll have to gather some of the gentlemen and see if who will be an enterprising lad.
BPL.
Yes.
That's the BPL channel.
You'll see the flag go up when we just start nuking the piss out of each other. Because the dev has a very view of the game.
He has a very view.
He has a very strict view of the game, and then we've modded it to make it our view of the game, which is a lot more shenanigans.
Yeah,
Well, we made a gentleman's agreement. We turned nukes on,
they did.
but we
Only one.
Well, yeah, we agreed. We said only one. And they're like, well, how big? And I said, just one. So some people have said, like, what if you just show up with a tiny little boat? It's like, well, where's the rest of your fleet? And you're like, I have a nuke. That's the rest of the points.
Oh, man.
The nuke.
I stood outside in the snow all day today and will do so tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's a hell of a... I've been in that position before. Nuclear fueled shenanigans. Can't wait to see this shit, says Maze Hughes.
There will be boom.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And there's still a one on tray, I think, from one of the Polish rations.
I'm saving all those like little extras, because I'm like, maybe we might throw it in with something else.
Might be for a Christmas dinner or something.
Because I know what's in it. So I'm like, I know that if we open it, we're going to eat the whole thing. So,
It's like, I'm having my boss over for dinner, guys. We got to break out the good stuff.
yeah. If your boss comes over, make sure you break out the really good MRE. Otherwise, your boss might fire you, which I'm sorry.
She would probably...
That was your fault.
No, she'd probably just think it's funny.
No, I mean, that's serious. I mean, make sure you treat your boss right or they will fire you. No, I'm kidding. They probably won't.
Why would you end on that? Like, treat your boss right.
They will fire you.
You should be thankful you have a job.
They will come for you in your sleep.
Mike, I'm your boss. I won't do that.
You have come for me in my sleep. You've actually kicked my door open once.
I knocked your door.
Not you. Yeah. How? In what manner?
He just
Out.
like leaned on it and the whole thing
He
collapsed.
leaned on it multiple times and oops, it opened up. And yeah, he's. I'm kidding. He hasn't actually done that since we moved. Actually,
Yeah.
it was the first time we moved in together. He was just like, "Hey, Mike, what's going on?" Just comes right in, and I'm like,
Well,
I've
'cause it was
never
like,
seen somebody do
need
that.
Tea?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he'd be like, "Are you looking for coffee? Do you need anything?" And I'm like, I would be sitting there in my underwear on my computer, and I'll just turn around like, "What?" Like what? Like, you know what I mean? Like a little goblin on the computer.
Yeah,
And he was like, I didn't mean to scare you, but do you want some ice cream or something?"
Yeah, I'm walking around
like,
checking
"What?"
on people.
The door was closed,
You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
and he'll stand there for a minute before he'll say something. Sometimes I'll be sitting here like, "Hey, Mike, ah!"
Well, God, you paint me as some horrible.
That was
ghoul
when we
person.
first. That was when we first moved in. You've not done that since I've told you. I actually don't like that. It makes me very uncomfortable.
It made me sound like some horrible Nosferatu character.
Well, it was because you have this policy of when you have people come over. What is that policy?
No lights.
That's true, but what's the other policy?
No eye
There's actually
contact.
more lights on right now than we ever actually have in this house.
Yeah, no,
We persist in darkness.
no policy, few loud noises, no politics, and no, yeah.
You have to. What's the part that you're saying about being weird?
Oh, you got to get your weird out.
You got to get your weird out. That's the way he did it for like a month straight.
We don't
Yeah.
care if it's like you're one of our friends' wives or something we've never met.
Yeah.
You got to
You're
get.
here, it's
Well,
like,
gotta get
we're
your
gonna
weird
You
out.
got to get your. No, you have
So
to
you don't
get,
sit here on the couch like,
No, you have to get your weird out around people
All night.
you intend to be around because.
Well, I remember like
yeah.
one of the first times I went to visit, and we all went to that diner place, and
Yeah.
I think it was Nick had brought some girl he was seeing at the time, and you and Mike and Catch got into like this very short but very heated argument about Star Trek.
Yeah.
And I just saw the lady, and she was just like, "What the fuck have I gotten myself into?"
She wasn't built for this shit. You got to
It
love
wasn't
Star
even
Trek.
heated. We weren't mad. We were just
No, it
mad
was just
about
like-
something
like,
in the
no,
setting.
It's like this.
Yeah.
We were.
Okay,
well,
yeah,
yeah.
blah.
Well, look, you got to get your weird out, and if they can't accept it, that's their fucking
Hell
problem.
yeah. not for-
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, you guys have a good one. Thanks for staying weird and hanging out with us here on this comfy Wednesday evening and enjoying a delicious can of bacon.
Yeah, that after it sits with you for a couple minutes, it's not so good. It's suddenly.
My tum hurt.
It starts to feel like the last Dorito and Nom or whatever. That's what I'm going to end it on. The last Dorito and Nom. That's what that tasted
Did
like.
they even have Doritos back then?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Hey, Vietnam era guys, let us know if you've ever had Doritos while you were in Vietnam. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on
This
the
has
Courtesy
been
Flush.
The Courtesy Flush.
Take care, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bow, bow, bow.